Good afternoon, YouTube. We'll attempt to make this a fairly short video for you. If you have the H1 Zoom, or, well, if you have any of their Zoom products for these kind of recorders, and you're using a power supply, or you're plugging direct into your computer like they say you can, and you're having noise issues for recording into your computer, okay? Well, I have a fix for you. Power bank. Let me explain a couple things about these things, and it's not just that, okay? I got this thing back in 2018. Turns out they actually started making this model in 2010. Didn't know that, so I already bought a freaking 8-year-old unit, brand spanking new at the store. So I guess they kept it up for a while, but it's now discontinued either way for this model, and it's been replaced with a new one under the same name, which is kind of stupid if you ask me, but hey, nobody said they were the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, these are great stereo recorders. They work absolutely fantastic as standalones, and they'll work great in your DSLR cameras. They usually come with a hot shoe. You can mount it on top and record your audio that way, okay? You can also record your audio direct in, right, type of thing. And by using these mics instead of your built-in mic, you just go to the line headphone out and do it that way, okay? Now, the way I have this hooked up, I'm using the line headphone out direct to my PC into the microphone jack. You can also go into your line in as well on your PC. And if you're on a Mac, well, you got a headphone jack or a dual jack. So take your pick your poison, okay? Now, these run off of a single AA for this model. Other models, of course, that are larger require more power, so hence more batteries. And batteries are the cleanest source of power you're ever going to get, period, okay? Now, these also have optional kits you can buy for accessories. Comes with a tripod, comes with one of these screens, maybe some other stuff, you know, that sort of thing. Now, one of the things that comes with is a USB cable with a power supply. It's a piece of shit. It's dirty as hell because, well, that's why you're getting all that noise on your recordings and wondering why you have to spend hours upon hours trying to edit your audio to get rid of that noise as much as you can. Well, it's because there's a flaw in the design, obviously, and it probably doesn't affect just the H1, all right? Now, they say you plug in your USB cable, and then you go to your computer that way. That's how you do it. That's a USB device. And there's also a driver you're going to require to download as well to properly recognize it. All this other BS. Don't bother. You're wasting your time. And you're going to get noise yet again because now you're powering the device from your damn computer, which is what? Dirty power, because there's a power supply involved, okay? And you're going to get noise. It's happened to me too, okay? So, an AA battery in this unit, if it's an Energizer or a Duracell, I have gotten 3 days straight of non-stop recording. Turned it on, hit record, let her go. They say 10 hours. Well, maybe if that's based upon the shit batteries on the market, which is everything except Energizers and Duracells, then yeah, I can pretty much guarantee you are going to get maybe 5 minutes to maybe a couple of hours, but it'll be up to 10 hours. Nickel methyl hydrate rechargeable batteries and NiCads, well, with the nickel methyl hydrate at least, even at 2500 milliamps, we're talking after 1 hour, half your juice is gone. They're garbage. Rechargeable batteries in NiCad and nickel methyl hydrate chemistries, well, they're not very good. Okay, they start actually dying the second you take them off the charger, and within a week or two, half their energy is gone. They're just junk. Lithium ion kind of rules the henhouse. That's why lithium ion is pretty standard now in all of our devices, including power tools, all right? So one of the things I've run into is I'm also tired of having to buy batteries, and it's just staying on the damn table. So what do? I get a charge bank. It's the cleanest power you're going to get. Okay, so again, it's a battery, and this is lithium ion. And even though this is 2,500 milliamps, even after over an hour, 2 hours of recording time, this battery barely takes a dent because it has extra voltage above a single cell AA, and it's designed for a 5-volt input for power source, or for hooking into your computer, which you will get 5 volts out of your USB ports. But you're going to get less than an amp of power, but at least it's continuous and it's non-draining out of your computer. Problem is it's dirty power. It's not clean like a battery is, so you get audio issues. So what I do is I take my little power bank here and I plug my USB into it, and then I plug this into here. Pretty little lights go on, and we turn the mic on, power's up, and this thing is going to run for God knows how long. I haven't done a test yet to see how many hours it lasts. However, I will guarantee you this: it is definitely going to outlast a single AA even Energizer, because it has the voltage along with milliamps. And so the system is getting way more than enough voltage that it requires. It's only going to use what it needs, okay? But because there's extra voltage there along with amperage, it creates a slower drain. Because technically a recorder can be a low drain device, but it's really not. It's more like a mid-level drain device. It's not a high drain, at least not in this version. More powerful ones, more bigger, expensive recording devices, yeah, they're power suckers from hell. So just be prepared to feed them. But don't even think about using external power supplies. They are dirty and they're going to cause you audio issues. At least this setup does not. It's clean as clean can get, just next to the same as the single AA battery it uses. It's battery power, it's clean. And at least with that, I just recharge the power bank, and then I use the power bank again. And I've got 4 of them anyway, so I'm not exactly hurting for power. So if you've run into this, and I'm sure you have if you have the H1, that's your cure. The only thing you've got going for you that's going to help is go with a power bank instead of the battery thing. Do not try and use this as an input device via USB connection. I'm using the headphone line out to my microphone input. It's a stereo system. They're condenser mics. Okay, it's fantastic and it works absolutely great. I've been doing my last several videos with this mic and it works just freaking great. Okay, now right now I'm cutting a video on my iPad and using the mics built into my iPad. Why use this? Well, I got them built into my iPad, right? But when I'm doing on-screen stuff for gaming or what have you, where I need a mic, that's what this is for. This is going to do the job for me, and I get audio in both channels because it is stereo after all. It's a stereo plug. Okay, so you're going to need 1/8 inch on either end of the cable, one end into this, the other end to your computer. You will not require any kind of drivers whatsoever because it just treats it like a microphone only. Now, if you want to just do straight out recording, you can do that too. If you want to record using your DSLR, go right ahead. It's fine. Just run it off the battery or batteries, okay? But if you're going to use it stationary like this, as a way of getting your sound in, and you already have this, you don't need to buy any more freaking mics. You just need this, right? But you need a better power source than a wall plug because they don't work well, nor do the USB ports on our computers. They're dirty power. They're not clean. Now, a laptop may provide clean power through a USB port, but desktops, absolutely not on Windows or Mac side. No desktop is going to provide you that clean of power, okay? You will get noise because I've gotten that noise. So, but I've eliminated the noise by either going with AA, which is what this thing uses, it's just one. But I'm sick and tired of buying these when I've got the recharger packs. And this, well, I'm not using it for a USB interface kind of hookup because it's useless as a tit anyway. So, at least for that purpose, but it works great for a power input with a power bank. Anyways, that's what I got for you on this one with the H1 zoom. I am happy to say it still works fantastic after all these years. I have not used it a ton. I've used it a number of times for different projects. But otherwise, it's not something I use like daily, other than when I'm doing my gaming stuff for you guys and talking to you on the games. So, but yeah, it's getting more use now than it used to. I used to have a lot of other gear for doing things before, and now I'm kind of trying to get into a little bit more or less hassle stuff. And this definitely works for way less hassle for a lot of things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got lots of info out of it to help you out. So, got some solutions for you if you've been fighting with this. Even with any of the newer models, if you've had that experience, had any problems, then great, now you've got a cure. If there are no problems with newer models above this one, well, that's fantastic too. Knock your socks off, enjoy and have fun. They are great units. They are quality made. I will give them that. They are really, really good. See you in the next one.